welcome back to TIE, the Inside Exchange. I'm Olive, your host, and I'm glad you are here with us today. We'll be discussing a topic that's important and sometimes sensitive. So parents have access to their teenagers' social media account. To help us explore this issue, we have Mr. Lutfi, a family psychologist expert. Welcome, Mr. Lutfi.
Thank you, Olive. It's a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to this conversation.
Thank you, Mr. Lutfi. Next, we have Fatia, a student who believes parents have access. Welcome, Fatia.
Thank you for having me, Olive. I'm glad to join this important conversation.
Thank you, Fatia. And to balance this conversation, we have Delta, a student who will share the other side of the story. Welcome, Delta.
Hi everyone, thanks for inviting me. I want to share my point of view.
Thank you, Delta. Alright, so let's open the discussing and see different point of view. Let's get into the discussing. Mr. Lutfi, maybe you can start us off. From a psycholog expert, what do you think parents should have access to their teenager social media account?
Okay, thank you, Olive. As an expert, I think this topic is very important for both parents and teenagers. We know that social media it have many benefits, but it also has some risks. Parents want to safety, but teenagers want privacy, and both sides need trust. So it's a perfect time. We will look this issue together and try to understand it from different views.
Thank you, Mr. Lutfi. Now, Fatia, as a student, what do you think parents should have access?
Okay, honestly, Olive, it's not easy. As a teenager, I agree that all parents have access to our social media because the online world can be dangerous with this like cyberbullying or harmful content. I know this isn't about control but about safety. Any parent will worry about their child's online friendships. I don't mind sharing occasionally, especially if it helps build trust and open communication between us.
So, Fatia, if you have become a parent in the future, will you access your child's social media?
Yes, of course, I will access it without caution and not to display, while still respecting my child's privacy.
Thank you, Fatia. Now, Delta, what's your perspective on this?
I feel like my parents don't trust me when they monitor my social media. I get that they want to keep me safe, but it feels invasive. I ready they to talk to me and trusted me to make good choice. Monitoring my social media might hide things from them. I want space to make mistakes and learn without feeling watched. Open communication and trust will be way more effective in keeping me safe.
So, Delta, you want to have privacy from your media social, right?
Yes, of course, for me, media social is privacy.
Okay, thank you, Delta. Wow, it's very different statement. Very interesting. How about you, Mr. Lutfi? After hear this statement for Delta and Fatia, what's your conclusion?
Okay, thank you, Olive. After I heard Fatia and Delta's statement, Fatia saw that social media it has a real danger like cyberbullying, harmful posts, and other. And parents can keep and help teenagers to save. And Delta remind us about teenagers also need privacy, trust, and the chance to learn from their own mistakes. As an expert, I believe both sides are important, and the goal is not to pick one over the other, but to find balance. Parents should give guidance and protection, while teenagers need space to grow and become independent. Open and good and open communication is the key to bring these needs together.
Wow, that's good. Thank you, Mr. Lutfi, and of course, thank you for Fatia and Delta. And to our listener, thank you for joining us. This has been to TIE, the Inside Exchange. I'm Olive, your host. Until next time, see ya!